Good morning everybody. I am Sridhar Reddy. Today my topic is classification of element based on the chemical property or electronic configuration. Based on the electronic configuration, all the elements are classified into four types, namely zero group elements, representative elements, transition elements and inner transition element. Let us take the zero group elements you take. Number one, zero group element. Last vertical column, according to the international system, 18th group is called the zero group element. And the elements are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and the radon. All the elements will be present in the form of the gaseous state. That's why this group is called the inert gases. Why they will have the inertness? If you observe, leaving the helium and remaining all the elements, the electronic configuration, valency electronic configuration, if you observe, it consisting of the ns2 np6 configuration. They has 8 electron in the valency shell. According to the octet rule, any element, atom or ion which contains the 8 electron, those substances said to be the stable. That's why all the zero group elements are stable. What about the helium? Helium will have the 1s2 configuration, and which is the highly stable configuration. Due to this reason, helium resembles property with the zero group element. That's why it is kept in the zero group element. Very important point. If you observe, only one s block element, helium 1s2, differentiating electron enters into the s orbital, but it is kept in the p block element. So one s block element which is placed in the p block, that element is the helium. Why it is happened? Due to the high stability. It also does not participate in the chemical bonding. That's why it is called it is also called the inert element. That's why it is kept along with the zero group element. But particularly if you observe the krypton and xenon, if you take, they show some chemical reactivity. That's why it should not called the inert element. That's why nowadays they are calling as the noble gases. We are calling. Why we are calling the noble gases? They are not inert. Some of the elements, particularly two elements, one krypton, xenon, they shows the chemical reactivity. That's why instead of the inert gases, nowadays we are calling it as a noble gases. So this is about the zero group element. Number two, representative elements. Representative element, all the s and p block element except 0. Already we have taken the 0. So all the s and p block element leaving the zero group, those elements is said to be representative elements. Already we are familiar. S block consisting of the two groups, first A and second A. P block will have the 6 groups starting with the third A and ends with the 7th A. Nothing but representative elements is nothing but first A, second A, third A, fourth A, fifth A, sixth A and 7th A. Starting will be the first A, ending will be the 7th A. That's why the electronic configuration of the representative elements will be ns1, 2, ns2 and np5. Ultimately we can say it has the 1 electron minimum. A maximum electron will be the 7, because ns2 np5 nothing but they having the 7 electron. That's why all the representative elements, they will have minimum 1 electron, maximum 7 electron. Ultimately they are not having the stability. What is the stability concept? They must and should have the 8 electron in the valency shell. Here it is having only 1 to 7 only. That's why they tries to get the stability. In order to get the stability, some atom loses electron, some atom gains electron. Ultimately they participate in the chemical bonding. That's why all the representative elements are chemically active, whereas the zero group elements are chemically inactive. Number 3, transition elements, which are called as the transition element. The elements in which consisting of the incomplete deconfiguration, those elements are called as the transition elements. The valency electronic configuration of the transition elements, if you observe, n-1 d129 ns122. So they will have the d129 only. If you are consisting of d10, it is called as the D block element. It is not called as the transition element. Transition element must and should have incomplete deconfiguration. Those elements are said to be the transition element. Here very important, transition element will have 3 property. It will have the small size, effective nuclear charge and number of unpaired d electron. All the transition elements, if you observe, they will have the 3 property. They shows one, small size, effective nuclear charge, number of unpaired electron in the d orbital. Due to these three reasons, transition element shows the peculiar property, and the peculiar property of the transition elements, if you observe, number 1, all the transition elements are the hard metals. Whatever transition element you take, it's consisting of the hard metallic nature. Number 2, whenever it is having the hard metallic nature, it will have the high melting point and the boiling point. All the other metals, that's why they shows the good conductivity. They shows the conductivity, and they allows the electricity to pass through it. Number 4 onwards are very important for every examination. Transition elements exhibits the color property. They shows the color property. They exhibits the color property. Number 5, they show the magnetic property. Nothing but all the transition element which contains the unpaired electron, they shows the paramagnetic nature. In next coming videos, I will show you the color property and the magnetic property as a special, how it is important, how the question arises, we will discuss. 6th one, it acts as a catalyst in the chemical reaction. Catalyst, what is the catalyst? How many types of catalyst we are having, I will give you later. 7th, it is useful in the preparation of the interstitial complexes. 8th, it is useful in the formation of the alloy. Whatever alloy you take, combination of the 2 or more than 2 metals, metal, non-metal, metals, metalloids is called as the alloys you are having, and the only transition element can form the alloy. A best example, brass and the branch. Number 9, it forms the coordination complexes. All the transition element which contains this property, they forms the coordination complexes you are having. In coming classes, we will take the coordination complexes as a separate. So this is about the transition element. Once again, the element which consisting of the incomplete deconfiguration are called as the transition element. The electronic configuration, valency electronic configuration will be N-1 D129 NS122. What are the important features of this one? They will have the small size, effective nuclear charge, and number of unpaired electron. Due to these three reasons, they shows the peculiar property, and the peculiar property of the transition elements, if you observe, they are the hard metal, hard nature. That's why they will have the melting boiling point will be high. They show the conductivity because it is the metal. They exhibit the color property. They show the magnetic property. They are useful in acts as a catalyst in the chemical reaction. They form the interstitial complexes. They are useful in the formation of the different types of alloys you are having. Last and final one, they are useful in the coordination complexes. Last and final one. Fourth one, inner transition elements, which are called as the inner transition element. All the F block elements are called as the inner transition element. What are the F block element? F block element is consisting of the 2 series. One will be the 4F series, second one will be the 5S series. If the differentiating electron enters into the 4F orbital, those elements are said to be the 4F series. It is also called as the lanthanide elements. 5F series is called as the actinide series. Lanthanide series starts with the cerium and ends with the lutetium 58 and 71. Whereas the 5F series, which is also called as the actinide series, which starts with the thorium 90 and lawrencium 103. Total how many elements? Each series is consisting of the 14 elements you are having, and the 14 elements starts with the cerium to lutetium lanthanide elements. Thorium to lawrencium, it is the 5S series. It is placed below the main table in the form of the small table, whereas the lanthanide belongs to the 3rd B. Actinide also belongs to the 3rd B group, but lanthanide belongs to the 6th period, whereas the actinide belongs to the 7th period. Ultimately, we can say all the inner transition element, nothing but all the F block element, 2 series, 4F, 5F series, lanthanide elements and actinide elements. And valency electronic configuration of these elements, if you observe, differentiating electron enters into the anti-penultimate shell of the F orbital from 1 to 14, N-1 D0 to 1 and NS2. This is the valency electronic configuration of the F block element. Thank you.